Look, family, I'm gonna keep it 100 with you guys. A lot of people will not say this. Do not move to Africa. Do not move to Africa. Do not move to Africa if you are fearful. Do not move to Africa if you are disobedient to the Father. Do not move to Africa if you do not know how to sacrifice. Do not move to Africa if you don't have faith. Do not move to Africa if you're not able to adjust. Do not move to Africa if everything offends you. You get what I'm saying? So, guys, look, in this video, I'm going to kind of break down my experience because I've been, talking to a couple people that is recently, brand new coming here to Africa. And me talking with them, it really got me thinking like, wow, I remember when my mindset was like that. So I have to kind of like backtrack and understand and put myself in their shoes to realize like, dang, these are the same questions that I have. But since we've been here for 5 years, I don't even think about these questions, right? So in this video, guys, I'm gonna kind of break down my experience just when we landed and where we are now. You get what I'm saying? So it is important to know these things. Like if you can't do certain things, I don't think, just really point blank period, moving outside of your home country is not a good idea. You get what I'm saying? So if you guys don't know, we are Journey With Us. We moved to Africa August 2020 as a family of five. Now we are a family of seven. All praises to the Most High. So we had two beautiful daughters on the continent of Africa in Tanzania. Um, and it was great. So, like I say, we've been here in Africa for 5 years, going on 6 years. And it's been a blessing. It's been a journey. This is why we are journeying with us. But and it's been a awesome experience. It's been a healing. It's been a growth, a spiritual growth, a mental growth, a emotional growth. You get what I'm saying? So that's why I said do not move to Africa if you do not have A, B, and C, X, Y, and Z. You get what I'm saying? You have to have a certain mindset. You gotta have a certain about you. You gotta go get it. You get what I'm saying? This is why we here on this channel explains to you guys like, hey, it is important that you have a monthly income, because if you can do that, if you have some type of income coming in, you'll be okay, right? Because it's a lot of things that will change. There's a lot of things that will rub you the wrong way, but you come here to heal. That is a big thing that a lot of people don't realize when you are moving outside of America. I say America because we are from America. We are from Columbus, Ohio. Um, and a lot of people don't know. Just say if America cut you up, really cut you up, and then you get so used to being cut. Stay with me. You get so used to being cut, right? Not realizing how painful it is. So when you move outside of America and your scar is starting to heal, you get what I'm saying? It's gonna feel uncomfortable, but that's the healing process. You're gonna be uncomfortable. You're going to be healing. You get what I'm saying? That's spiritually, that's mentally, that's emotionally, that's physically, all in one. So a lot of people, especially for us, we are still young. I'm 31. My wife's about to be 30 soon, and I'm glad that we have this a similar mindset that this is way bigger than uh, what I'm talking about right now. This is generation after generation, right? We are the first person in our family to move out of America and really try to strive and thrive to make sure the next generation under us is going to be able to thrive in this world to come, right? So, let me get back to what I was talking about, right? but it is, hopefully I planted some seeds right there. Always trying to plant seeds. So, um, us arriving in Tanzania in 2020, we arrived at night. I want to say it was like maybe like 2 o'clock, 4 o'clock in the morning. So me, driving, or I wasn't driving. We took a taxi to the hotel that we stayed in, and me looking around, just seeing Africa, it really got me thinking like, whoa, like we really here in Africa, and it looks so different, you know. Um, if you haven't been here to Africa, there's certain countries, right? And I'll speak on Tanzania, and I'm gonna speak on Tanzania in a little bit too, because there's a lot of things going on right now that people have to be careful and be wise and move with discernment and move with wisdom and stuff. Um, but landing in Tanzania, 4 o'clock in the morning, seeing how people are still out on the street selling on their table and stuff, selling clothes, food, and stuff like that. And it's just like, wow, this is different, right? And a thought came over me, a feeling came over me, like, oh man, like this, I'm really doing this. This is like, I'll say that fear came over me, like, can I really do this, right? And of course, when I look back now, that wasn't fear. That was just the uncomfortableness that I wasn't used to. You get what I'm saying? So that's why I say you have to, when you are moving outside of your home country, when you are moving outside of America, you're gonna get that feeling of uncomfortability for sure. And it's gonna feel foreign to you because you are in a foreign land, right? So, of course I got that feeling of uncomfortability. And then we driving down the street, and I'm seeing, buildings and stuff. I'm starting to feel a little bit more comfortable. I'm like, okay, so they do, have buildings and stuff. And this reminds you, this is when, coming straight from America, the mindset of like, oh, Africa don't have really nothing, right? I don't care what anybody says. I know a lot of people that's from America, this is how we think. Like, oh, Africa, they don't have as much as America. But that's false. That's totally false. But that's the mindset if you haven't traveled outside of America, if you, just listen to propaganda, if you listen to the media saying certain things about Africa, right? Um, so we get to the hotel, and I'm like, whoa, like this hotel's like, it has a pool, it has the beach, everything. And this is at night, or early in the morning. So about like 4:30, 5 o'clock in the morning. So um when we got our room, we had a room with two beds in a room, and then we had like a living space area, like a dining room, and like a couch and stuff. So it was just like, whoa, like, okay, wow, this is cool, this is nice, like, wow, this is actually something that I can get used to, right? And just right there, that feeling of uncomfortability, and then coming into something that was familiar, and then really starting to enjoy the scenery around. Because if you guys don't, if you guys do know, Dar es Salaam, Tanzania, we landed at landmark Mbezi Beach. And that place, when we first got there, it was beautiful. We couldn't sleep. We was calling our people at home like, hey, yeah, we landed, everything's good. And then as we're calling people, the sun is rising and stuff, and it was just like, wow, this is a perfect landing. This is a perfect, time to like really be in Africa, right? Because we was dealing with, 2020, that was a crazy time with a lot of things that they lied about, right? But I'm not gonna get too deep into that. But um, I'm saying this because you have to be adjustable, right? You cannot complain about the uncomfortability. You cannot complain about what used to be, right? What you're not used to. Put it like that. And this is a big thing that I know our people, just anybody from that's moving to Africa, This is something that you cannot do on a regular basis because it's a lot of things that's going to be different. It's a lot of things that's not the same. It's a lot of things that you have to get used to. You got to get used to the currency. You know what I mean? You got to get used to, the people. You got to get used to the local people. You got to get used to um, how they are very community oriented. You got to get used to, let me see, how they look at you, right? So you can't take offense to how they look at you. Of course, they're gonna look at you like, I wonder where they're from, right? Like, they dress different, they look different. Oh, they speak English. I wonder where they're from. I really don't know that type of English, right? Because they're so used to people coming from like, England or the UK or something like that. So their English is a little bit different. Um, so little things like that, you just have to get used to. You have to know that you are coming here to heal. You are coming here to um, change your mindset. Because for me, it's all about the mindset, and that goes back to when you before you come to Africa, before you move, you got to change your mindset. You got to know that the thing that you are doing now, the journey that you are going to be on is something prophetic. You get what I'm saying? This is something that the Most High is probably calling you to do. This is a a this is a saving, I should say, because you are saving yourself from craziness, chaos. You are saving yourself in the finances. You are saving yourself in the emotional and the spiritual and the mental um, healing. You get what I'm saying? Or I can say the destruction, because the more and more you be in an environment where it's going to tear you down, it's going to affect you a lot. But if you are in an environment where it's going to build you up, where it's going to help you save money, where it's going to help you build a community, where it's going to help you build a spiritual connection to the Most High, and a mental connection with your spouse or your family, and the emotional connection with your spouse and your family. You get what I'm saying? That is a lot of saving. So that's why I say the things um, that you need to do. And if you do want to move to Africa, these are the things that you really have to consider before you even get on the plane, before you even buy your plane ticket. You get what I'm saying? You have to be spiritually strong for one, mentally strong, and emotionally strong. You got to be ready. You got to go get it, because uh, this is what's really happening right now with everything that's going on in the world, right? It's a big shift. And I don't know if you can feel it, but I feel it. It's a big shift. I believe I did a video about Halloween. I don't know if you guys saw that or not, but I was talking about Halloween and how every time this year, every season, right? Every time this season comes around, it's starting to be chaos, because they need that. They need to feed off certain things, right? And everything that's happening right now is meant to happen. So, um, and I'm not talking about a Pacific event or a Pacific thing that's happening in countries and stuff. It's just like a big shift that's happening. And if you are discerning, if you have eyes to see and ears to hear, you really don't got to say much. You don't have to say too much, because you know what it is. So if you know what it is, you got to start preparing. You got to start preparing, because the Most High is allowing his people to be separate and be set apart for a reason, to be sustainable, to be self sufficient. And that's what it is, because it's a lot of things that's really pushing everybody to be self sufficient, because you have to build your household. You really do. You have to. You got to figure out how can I build my household? How can I build my household for the next generation and their generation after that? Like, the Most High is allowing this, because when you endure to the end, and you have to endure, that's a good one. You have to endure to the end every single situation. It's always levels to everything, right? And endurance is very important. So if once you endure to the end, right? It's that kingdom that's gonna like if you are a kingdom citizen, you gotta learn how to be a citizen in that kingdom. You gotta play a role, you gotta play a position. And if you don't know that position, if you haven't stepped out on faith to be in a specific position, I don't know what to tell you because it's really deep. It's just his word is coming alive. His word is right here for his people to live. And that's what it is. Like it's really deep right now. Things are changing so fast and it's not gonna wait on you. So you gotta move properly. You gotta move with discernment. You gotta move with wisdom. You gotta move with love. You gotta move with peace. You gotta move with joy. You get what I'm saying? You gotta move with strength. You gotta move with his word. So it's like it's getting time, y'all. Cause this it's still more stuff that gotta happen. So you gotta strive for self sufficiency. You gotta strive to make sure that you are taking care of your household, right? So let me see. I really don't have anything else to talk about. I just wanted to come on here and say, do not move to Africa if you are not prepared. If you are not spiritually, mentally, physically, emotionally, financially prepared because it's going to rub a lot of people the wrong way. You got to be obedient. Obedience is better than sacrifice, right? And you got to sacrifice a lot. You got to sacrifice a lot. But you got to be obedient cuz it's better than sacrifice. Think about that. Think about that. It's so much that you got to sacrifice, but obedience is better. So guys, be obedient. I hope I planted some seeds for the listeners, for the people that can see and hear. You get what I'm saying? Check the links in the description because recently we made a mistake for the mature adult intensive. So or I don't want to say I copied and pasted some stuff, and when I pasted, it pasted two links. So the link that was paste, it was it was confusing. So when you clicked it, it said service not available, but we recently fixed it and we have a mature adult intensive where we are going to be taught, look, this is a community that's been built. This is something that um the most high just put on our hearts to do for the older generation, for the wiser generation, where any questions or just anything that they need, any place that they want to go, just anything that they need, it's a community for, mature adults. So check the links in the description because we do have cohort 3 that is available now, November 24th, 2025. We are going to be um, going over everything because the corruption here, as you see in Tanzania, I'm not going to say too much about it, but these are the things that we talk about. These are the things that we come together as a community behind the scenes that, only the real will know. So check the links in the description. If you would like to talk one on one with me, check the link in the description to schedule a consultation. Um, and yeah, I will put another link also if you want to learn how to invest and trade because what's happening right now, everything is shifting, everything is starting to line up. So before I would say this, the stock market would go up, the crypto market would go down. If the crypto market goes up, the stock market go down. If the U.S. dollar goes up, certain things will go down. But now everything's starting to come back together. Stock market, crypto market going down, but the U.S. dollar is pumping because this government shutdown is affecting a lot of things and you can benefit from this. You can really benefit from it. You have to. This is generational wealth. This if you are in the right position. You can take advantage of it. So don't wait, y'all. Do not wait, family. So hope you guys enjoyed the video. Check the links in the description, and I'll talk to you in the next one. Peace and blessings to you and your household. Shalom, shalom.